Okay, bomb diver down. So the thing with the bomb diver down is there's a couple key things to it. One is the position where you drop the bomb, and then two is the movement that you make to get into the right position, jumping in and then back out. There is an easier version of the bomb diver down that only works in the back and doesn't work here. I'm not going to talk about it because I think it's more useful to learn the one that works everywhere. But so the first thing, let's talk vertical position, right? So the first thing to do is everyone has a different sprite, but as long as your sprite has a shadow, the shadow will always be in the same spot. So you can see there's this like brown stuff. The brown, like it's like, you know, it's like an L. It goes here and then it comes down, and then there's a thin black line. Now, right now, you can see that when I'm 1 pixel above that thin black line, or like there's like 1 pixel in between the thin black line and and Link's shadow. If you have a shadow, no matter what sprite you use, that will remain true. If you want, you can also learn other lineups that are specific to your sprite, but the shadow should be the same for everyone. So the idea here is that you can see that basically, like if I'm standing kind of flush with the stairs, you can see that there's like one thin gray bar of space in between the thin black line and Link's shadow. So the idea is, okay, so that's the vertical position. Now, the horizontal position. To me, this is a little bit of like vibes. It's usually just a bit to the right. So it's like if I was to come in directly, it's a bit to the right of that. It's a bit to the right of like flush with the stairwell. I don't have like a great explainer for this aside from like if you line up directly with the stairwell and then just tap a bit to the right, you should be fine. If you tap too far, you'll get nudged. You can see that I moved vertically off my position. That's too far. So it should be pretty easy to know. It won't work if you're directly flush with the with the stairs. You need to be at least a little bit to the right of them. So let's get that. Okay, so you can see I've got that like the thin gray line, and then I move a bit to the right, and I'm still 1 pixel. There's one thin pixel between. So this is a good spot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a bomb. I'm going to hop into the water, and the movement, it's the exact same if you know how to do Samaria diver down, which you say you do. If you use the one that works in both spots, it's the exact same movement. You jump in the water, and then you need to do that like down right to right movement. So that part is the exact same for both. Right? So it's drop the bomb, down right to right, boom. One thing that's a little bit weird, if I hold up from here, so that time it was fine. Sometimes you won't jump. If that happens, but you got blown to the right, but you don't jump, just tap left very slightly. Just tap left so you move a little bit to the left and then jump into the water. That's usually the problem is that it's just you're a little bit too far to the right. So like, let's do this again, right? So I get my vertical position. There you go. You can see I'm 1 pixel off. Tap a bit to the right. Down right, right. Boom. Okay, here you go. So you can see I got blown into the railing, but I can't jump in. But I'm going to tap left, and now I can jump in. So if it looks like it worked, but you can't jump, don't panic. Just tap left and then walk up. That's all there is to it. The part that's in the water, if you're familiar with Samaria, it's exactly the same. If you're not, the idea there is you need to move as you jump in. You want to do down right to right. It's a little bit of an awkward movement. It's a little hard to explain aside from, but you know, it's kind of like the like a Hadouken movement, like. Or it's actually, what is it? It's a Shoryuken. It's up, down, right, right. Right? So it's just like if you're trying to do, I think that's the Dragon Punch in Street Fighter, right? So you can see on my input display, it's up, down, right, to right. And again, so let's get that. So it's a good, Vertical position, I tap a little bit to the right, drop the bomb. Up, down, right, right. Boom. I'm stuck in the railing, but it's not letting me go. Tap left, jump. There you go.